Today we're checking out something that stands out in the wireless audio world, the SVS Prime Wireless Pro powered speaker system with Chromecast and AirPlay 2 support. And if you're interested in picking one up, you can always check out the link in the description below. So let's talk about this setup. When you first see these speakers in piano gloss white, the design alone makes an impression. They're sleek, modern, and definitely have that premium feel that can blend into almost any living room, office, or even studio setup. I've always appreciated when audio gear doesn't just sound great but also looks the part, and this pair really nails it. The glossy white finish catches light in a clean high-end way without being over the top. Now, when it comes to wireless speakers, a lot of companies aim for convenience, but you often end up sacrificing sound quality. SVS seems to be trying to bridge that gap here. These aren't just your average plug-and-play Bluetooth speakers. They're a powered speaker system designed to give you full-bodied, detailed, and dynamic sound with real depth. Under the hood, each speaker packs 200 watts of power. That's split between a 1-inch aluminum dome tweeter and a 5.25-inch mid-bass driver. The result? Crisp highs, warm mids, and bass that hits with more authority than you'd expect from something this compact. You can definitely feel the punch in music, movies, and gaming without needing a separate subwoofer. And speaking of movies and gaming, this setup doubles as a versatile home theater solution. The imaging is impressive. You really get that stereo separation and spatial awareness that makes watching content more immersive. Whether it's dialogue clarity or sound effects moving across the room, the Prime Wireless Pro does a great job of putting you in the middle of the action. On the wireless side of things, this speaker system supports Chromecast, AirPlay 2, and high-resolution streaming via Wi-Fi. So no matter if you're an Android user or living in the Apple ecosystem, you're covered. I like that flexibility. You don't need to fuss around with dongles or proprietary apps to make it work with your devices. But if you want to go wired, you still have options. There are HDMI with ARC/eARC inputs, optical, analog, and even a subwoofer output if you decide to expand later on. That kind of versatility makes it easy to fit into pretty much any setup, whether you're using it with a TV, computer, or just as a standalone music system. Something I also want to highlight is the control system. You can control it directly with physical knobs on the speakers, through the SVS app, or even by voice if you're using Google Assistant or Siri. It's one of those things where the user experience feels thought out. Whether you're tech-savvy or just want something simple, it's intuitive. Now let's talk sound quality in real-world use. Listening to music through Spotify or Apple Music, the separation and detail really shine. You can hear the little nuances, the shimmer of a cymbal, the texture in a vocalist's voice, the depth in bass guitar notes. Even at lower volumes, it doesn't feel flat. And when you crank it up, it stays controlled and distortion-free, which is where a lot of wireless speakers start to fall apart. Gaming with this system is also a blast. Explosions, footsteps, ambient sounds, all come through with clarity, and the bass presence adds weight to the experience. If you're someone who plays story-driven games, this kind of sound setup pulls you deeper into the atmosphere. So, who is this for? I'd say it's perfect for anyone who wants high-quality sound without needing to deal with a full AV receiver setup. If you're a music lover, these are going to make your playlists come alive. If you're a movie or TV person, it's a major upgrade from built-in TV speakers or most soundbars. And if you're someone who wants both convenience and premium performance, this checks both boxes. Of course, they're not cheap. The Prime Wireless Pro system is definitely positioned in the premium category, but you're paying for build quality, performance, and versatility. And considering you don't need to buy an amp or extra gear to get started, the value proposition makes sense for what it delivers. At the end of the day, the SVS Prime Wireless Pro isn't trying to be the smallest or the cheapest. It's trying to be the best in its category, and from my experience with it, I think it makes a pretty strong case. So yeah, that's been my look at the SVS Prime Wireless Pro powered speaker system in piano gloss white. If you're interested in grabbing one for yourself, definitely check out the link down in the description.